Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to another stream of Red Dead Redemption 2. We're going to go ahead and get into it. On the last stream, I did a bunch of mischief. I brought somebody into camp, tied up. I came across a criminal, and he was on a wagon, a criminal transport wagon of a couple officers. And I thought, with my other playthroughs of Red Dead Redemption 2, that I could just go ahead and tie him up and take him to the sheriff's office and get a little pretty penny. But I realized that he was kind of, in a sense, a tutorial for that said mechanic. So I ended up I put my bandana on just in case, because he didn't have a gel outfit or a prison outfit, with the white stripes and the black stripes, the white stripes. Yeah, he didn't have that garment or whatever on, so I was kind of fishy about it. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get anything off this guy. I'll probably go into Valentine, the town that's next to me, and I'll get wanted immediately by the law enforcement. Somebody will report me kidnapping, and that's exactly what happened. I got in trouble for kidnapping. Not in trouble, I had my bandana on. My identity was unknown, but I didn't get anything out of that. I just ended up accidentally kidnapping some guy. So, that was pretty funny. And then I brought him to camp for shits and giggles to see, what would happen. And somebody yelled at me in the camp. I don't know who it was. They were too far away. But I had to, push him off of my arm and then untie him even. It was pretty funny. Other than that, we collected a debt for Herr Strauss, where we got that, I believe he was a Austrian man? No, not Austrian. Well, he was something in the I don't recall the guy's the language he was speaking, but he didn't speak any English, and I had to basically we had to basically take all the valuables that we could muster in the house to make up for the fact that he didn't speak English and he couldn't directly help us. Of course, he was scared to death, so he was gonna help us, but he didn't speak English, so it was so weird. So I ended up just robbing him completely blind, man. I robbed his cabinets, I took his food, I took his jewelry. He had a bunch of jewelry that was worth something. And then I ended up, I robbed him so bad. I went to his kitchen, robbed everything in there. I went into his spare bedroom and his bedroom, robbed stuff in there. The only thing I didn't take was clothes, literally. I was going through his dressers, too. I was like, I would if I could. But I couldn't. So then I was like, okay, I'm going to go. I saw a stable. So I ended up going to the stable, and I got some horse revivers, which is really good because those things are quite expensive. I think they were about $9, if I recall correctly. So we got ourselves some horse revivers just in case a little something goes wrong. I'm good at riding horses, fine as a dandy, but in case I'm not, and have a little boo-boo, well, I've got plenty of horse revivers now to take care of my horses if they're in desperate need. Then I went ahead and just took his horse, and then I sold that off. Of course, I didn't get much off that without paperwork. Hey, Abigail, how you doing? It is 6 a.m. Rise and shine.
Morning to you.
Morning, Arthur.
Abigail Roberts got so hoity-toity these days.
Oh, you're in one of those moods.
Uh-huh. I'm just joshing you. Hey, big fella, mind your step. You start off the morning, you gotta start off with a coffee. Let's get ourselves a brew here, cup of joe. And we're gonna mosey on around, relax a little bit before we start the day off. So yeah, the last thing we did in the previous stream, the previous video, is that we just did the debt basically for Strauss. There wasn't much that we did. We were just moseying about and stuff like that. Take a little standstill here, get some joe in my bones. Looks like everybody else is still asleep. It is 6 a.m. in the morning. I don't blame nobody. We definitely got to get to working around this camp because we're in desperate need of all things. What in the world? I didn't know Jack had pajamas. Huh. I thought it was a little... I thought it was a little mini priest or something, man. I didn't know what that was. Kind of creepy, Jack, wearing that white outfit.
All right.
I'm hungry this morning.
John?
Oh, that makes me sad. Yeah, we need a lot. We need food crazy because there's Karen over here.
My arms is gonna fall off.
He can barely speak, man. Not only that, but you know he's not sleeping on that tree. Look at that. Crazy. It's a little cruel, but he does have information for the... he can surely provide information for... I'm sorry, I'm trying to recall the gang. Colm O'Driscoll's gang. Yeah. The O'Driscolls. That's it. The O'Driscolls. Yeah, we got to get information off him sooner or later about the O'Driscolls. That'll work in our favor. As Dutch says, when you strike the O'Driscolls first, or he said, when you strike Colm O'Driscoll and his gang first, you have the upper hand. If you don't do so and you see them around, they'll get you when you're least expecting it. Said something about in your sleep or something like that. How you doing, Dutch?
There he is. Arthur. What is it, Arthur?
Oh, nothing. Just came to check on you. I know it's early. And some of the boys are up. Pearson, of course. And John. I'm going to go over there and check John's scars out, man. The last time John's just got out of bed, I mean, he got attacked by a wolf, and his scars are healing up. I don't want him to get suspicious of what I was doing. I've been playing with my HUD off for a while now, and it's been...
Hey, fellas.
Oh, what's up? Oh, rest by the fire? Nah, I'm good. It's morning time. It's time to get on going. I mean, yeah, like I was saying, I'm playing with my HUD off right now, and it's been really enjoyable. I mean, the graphics and the story mode in Red Dead Redemption 2's story mode are so phenomenal. They are better than the online aspect, so I've had my HUD off for a while now because... Number one, I don't have to deal with players, so some asshat doesn't just show up at the camp and shoot me with a dynamite arrow. And second, it's beautiful. I mean, the online aspect is, of course, it's gorgeous, just as this. But the story mode is, it's not a lobby, it's not a server. I'm playing the game as is. And I don't have to worry about any sort of things that tamper down on the graphics, the lighting, the textures, the ambient occlusion, the anti-aliasing, all of that stuff. I don't have to worry about being died down. Weather effects, get to experience it as it is at its greatest. So I love that HUD being off. Miss O'Shea, how you doing?
Good morning.
What I'd do to get a sniff of your toenail on a summer breeze.
How about we take a little walk later? Just you and me.
We'll see. Perhaps.
How about you take a walk with me under the city lights? You catch my meaning. Karen, how you doing?
Morning, Arthur.
Yeah, Karen, she don't catch my eye like Miss O'Shea does. She just doesn't.
Good morning.
Herr Strauss.
Hello, Mr. Strauss.
I like how he calls us Herr Morgan. Herr Morgan. Herr Morgan. Over here. God, this is beautiful, man. Oh, God. Jerks a tear out of my eyes sometimes, man. It's absolutely beautiful. This area right here we're in is kind of fourth wall break a little bit here from the game. It's based on Montana, the United States of America. It's absolutely gorgeous. Of course, this is when it's not winter, obviously, but nonetheless, either which way, it's absolutely outstandingly beautiful. Playing the story mode, I finally get to witness once more again the graphics, like I said, of the game at its fullest without the detriment of the online, for performance reasons. The reason that the graphics are tamed down in the online aspect is due to the obvious. I would assume everybody knows the obvious. Where the obvious of that, there are a lot of players and all that stuff going on, activities detrimental to the FPS, and thus things have to be tempered down. Horses out about. Let's see if there's any chores we must do.
Why don't you sit, Arthur?
Oh, all right. Sure. I can take a moment now.
I guess.
You seem kind of worried.
Everybody's worried.
Of course I'm worried.
What about?
Oh, it looks like we got a storm brewing.
The whole world's changing. Even I see that now. Our time is pretty much past. They don't want folk like us no more. It's their rules
That's
will be
truth.
damned with you. No more outlaws.
Modern America.
No more killers. Now it's us being hunted. Oh, they ain't stopping.
Because you're a detriment to civilization.
We went and made our choices a long time ago.
Yep.
I guess we gotta pay for our sins.
Oh, Arthur. What a sad world we live in.
Well, I ain't sad, Mary Beth. Just I'm realistic about what's coming.
A bit pessimistic.
I keep killing animals needlessly. I don't know.
Arthur. Oh, Arthur. You're the only one of these fools knows just how lost he is.
Ain't that the truth?
Good thing.
Ain't that the truth?
He's got a point there, and a little tidbit about psychology. One of the most healthy things you can do is have what I'd quote as self-reflection upon yourself. If you can, if you're a being who can self-reflect on your own matters, then you can adjust your own wrongdoings and so forth. A lot of people with mental illnesses and such like that, mood disorders, they lack the ability to self-reflect upon themselves, or if they possibly could.
You know,
it would,
I think we're gonna be okay.
Sure, but what next? All that money lost in Blackwater.
We have licked our wounds long enough. We do what we do. We make more money, and before they even realize that we're here, we're gonna be gone again.
And after that?
I ain't losing to these fools. Arthur, you know me better than that. We get to work here. We make money, and then we head back out west to freedom. Oh, I ain't wavering, son.
well, Dutch kind of interrupted me there, but that's all right. I guess it wasn't that important. He's rocking that tailcoat.
Susan!
Good day, Mr. Morgan.
Am I invisible to you? You just walked right into me. I think it's going to be some time before Mr. Pearson cooks up a stew. I think that's lunchtime and dinner time only. Ain't no breakfast. If you want breakfast, you got to go get it yourself. Camp is what it is, but we need to... First, we need to get more tents in here and more... We need to get produce in here and goods and stuff like that for help out the camp. And get some of these bellies filled a little bit better than they are. We're doing better off than we were starving on that mountain. But we can be better. We can aim to be better. Oh yeah, I said I was gonna do chores. Can't skip out on that.
Okay, Sadie?
Oh, hi.
There's Mrs. Adler over there. Oh. See how she's doing. She's going back to sleep. I won't bother her. Who knows how many mouths have been in her ears.
Oh, don't throw
Bye.
your back out like I did.
Uh-huh. Of course, Uncle's got lumbago, as he says. His back kills him. I think that's a little oversaturated to, you know, but it is what it is. It's a good tidbit of advice, I suppose. Don't break your back. As barbaric as advice that is.
How you getting along, Mrs. Adler?
She moved quick.
I just miss him so much.
Of course you do. Goes without saying.
What am I gonna do?
You're gonna suffer.
Jesus.
And life's gonna go on. That's the truth of it. I won't lie to you.
Miss Roberts.
I know.
Where am I gonna go?
Stay here with us. Folk, they ain't so bad. It's nasty out there on your own.
I know.
You'll be safe here. At least for now. Till you're back on your feet properly.
Thank you.
It could have been worded a little bit better now. I mean, like, she's not wrong, Abigail, by saying you have to suffer first, but that is not a great way to commune and comfort someone in mourning. I mean, it's very true. I mean, sad enough, and pessimistic as that may sound, it is very true. You have to endure a raw emotion, but that doesn't. You certainly shouldn't word it in such a manner.
Chop, chop, Uncle Arthur.
Yeah, Jack. That's it. You gotta have a fire somehow. You said you're hungry, so this is one piece to the equation.
You okay?
Howdy.
How's the reading going?
I'm getting better.
Good. Well, keep it up.
Okay.
Got himself a stick over there. Let's catch up, Miss Adler. See if we can comfort her. See how she's doing. I know she's doing terrible, but you know, it's good to have a support group. You know, we're a bunch of wild animals, so she's on the move. I probably should leave her be then.
Isn't
I
it
saw a
good
letter or
out
something
in
that
that goddamn snow. Why are you so chipper? We're gonna be good. We are gonna be great. Faith, my son. Faith.
You know, you're not so high and mighty and above everyone that you think you are.
Whatever you say.
He bloody well loves
Oh boy.
He bloody well does.
Of course he does. What exactly are we talking about?
Damn you! Damn all you! You ain't so smart. You little trollop. Trollops!
A fiery one that one is, huh?
Me strength.
Hi, Karen.
Arthur?
Hey, Karen. Miss O'Shea is not too happy today. Something's bugging her. Okay, over here was a note I thought I saw. Oh, there it is. Whoa, easy. Now, what would this be? I can hardly read that. Oh, hell no. There's no way I'm going to read that. That's in some unique handwriting of some sort. We lost people Dutch's speech notes. Wait, I know where this is. Pause? I know when this happened. I mean, this isn't necessarily evil, but he's not so much he's not so smart as people would make him out to be. I mean, look at he recites his own speeches. Like I said, it's not necessarily evil. It just shows that it is what it is. We lost. Yeah, I'm not even gonna read this because. It's not forward. It's not forward. The top right there. That ain't so bad. I thought that was forward, but no, it's just he used some words from that. That's not necessarily a terrible thing. It just means he's putting a lot of effort to keep moral up. That's not bad at all. That's what this camp needs at the moment. It especially needed it when we were stuck on the mountain.
Goes on the moon.
No, not too often.
You think there's folks up there looking down on us right now, saying,
I wonder what goes on that Earth.
I never thought about it.
one day I'd like to go there? You ever been to the moon, Arthur?
Oh, sure. But only when it's full.
See, Tilly? Arthur's been. We'll go one day, too.
Only when it's
Plan on
full.
sprouting wings and flying?
Oh, Tilly, you're just so sensible.
That's me.
That's a little goofy.
Miss Sensible.
Little Miss Sensible. We do have a little bit more in the way. That's what I'm saying. I'm got an appetite on me. Dutch is coming
What
over here.
is wrong with you, Arthur?
How'd you mean?
You're hanging around camp like a bad smell. You used to be a man of action.
Well, I was just leaving, ironically enough. What? I haven't even been around camp that long. That's ridiculous. Well, I know what this camp does need. It needs food, drastically. We're doing okay for medicine for once, but we're doing terrible on ammo for defense, food. Yeah, what we need to do. Well, we gotta wait a little bit before we do all that. Let's brush a horse. Brush a horse down real quick.
Yeah.
Let's keep on going. We got that bow on us, so I figured we take that bow out and get some game because we desperately need it. I could do like Red Dead Online, just run around and shoot stuff with my bow, but I'll do it a little legit, you know. Let's find ourselves a hunting ground. We can go up there, we can go over here. Oh, I say we go over here. Squirrel. That was not a small game arrow, but it's something. Oh, gross. Am I stinking that bad? Is that me? Attracting all the flies? I must be smelling something nasty. Oh, what do we got over here? Oh, it's a wild turkey. That's beautiful. If I can hit that with an arrow, that'd be nice. Now, where'd he go? Oh. What? Ain't no way in hell. I heard that. Why would there be a cougar all the way out here? It distracted me, and now the bird's gonna be away. Oh, I hear him. There we go. That looks like the bird right there. Yes, sir. That's the bird. Oh. Oh, we got him. Nice. That was a hell of a shot. We took a little damage on it. That's all right. Let's get another bird. We'll give the camp some turkey. I think with the birds, the best thing you can do is use a varmint rifle. But I don't have the money for that right now, so it's gonna have to go like it is. All right, stay here, boy. I don't need you to actually. I hear a dog.
All right, boy.
I'm hearing a dog out here. What in the world? There's a lot of sheep out here, dude.
Hey there.
Good morning.
What is this? Oh, there's a dog.
Okay, boy?
Border collie. Why are you out here in the middle of nowhere with a bunch of sheep? I'm thinking about going ahead and get some of this sheep. That's a good one right there. Yeah, I thought that was going to happen. Led to the camp. I'm far away from camp. I'm a good bit distance away from camp. I don't know about that. That's a little boo-boo ass bullshit right there. That's what we call that around here. Do I still have my turkey? Yeah. At least I still got the turkey. Ah, shit, fire. It took us back to 8 a.m. That's weird. Well, Pearson can have a turkey. That's good at least. There's a quick method to get fast travel back to the camp. Just shoot somebody outside of camp.
How are you?
Pearson?
I apologize in advance for this stew. It needs better meat.
Well, I do have turkey. And I got cover scent lotion. I really don't pertain to it.
Many
You can have it.
thanks.
I wanted to donate that free of charge.
Many thanks, Mr. Morgan.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Morning.
Karen?
It's all your fault.
What? It's a funny thing to say. Yeah, that's certainly a funny thing to say. Well, we donated some food.
Yep.
It's a little bit better, but it ain't much. We need to go back out hunting. Can't do too much with this bow, but we can do something. Gotta help out the camp somehow. Let's try to stay away from any dickhead that's, let's get some distance here is what I mean. Come back with some food. Camp will be alright. Let's go down by the river.
Yeah, that's it, boy.
Get away from me now! Fuera!
Ah, shit. What's going on out here?
Malditos pumas!
What in the hell?
Idiot.
Damn good shooting, señor. Thank God for you, mister. Le debo la vida.
Good luck with it.
Oh yeah, another thing that I noticed about story mode just a second ago when I was talking to Mary Beth is that we're going to take this puma back. I don't know what we can do with it. Big cat. Oh yeah, because it's unknown. It's a panther. No, it's a cougar. Might be bad quality. Yeah, we did shoot it with a repeater. But in Red Dead Online, this thing is worth a lot of points and value and money, so I'll take that back to camp. Anyway, what I'm saying, one thing I noticed when I was talking to Mary Beth, the weather effects in this game, obviously I spoke about that weather effects in story mode are different than online. They're much more diverse and much more performance heavy, much more beautiful in sense. No, but more than that, one drastic thing that I noticed that was so cool to me was that we saw a rain cloud go by as soon as I was engaging in conversation with her, and it dropped down a little bit of rain, but it was in the distance, moving. So therefore, it wasn't a rainstorm in my location. It was in another location going onward, and some of the rain dropped in our area, and it moved on forward. That is absolutely immersive, man. That is so cool. I have forgotten about that aspect. I truly have. Oh, whoa. Wait a minute here. That right there's a white-tailed deer. I'm going to give my Red Dead Online here. Go ahead and chase it, of course. Oh, that's poor quality. Easy, boy.
Alright, boy.
That one is too... That's a good quality deer, but... Check on this. Oh, that's perfect. If I can land a shot on that boy... That'll do justice. He's small enough, I can go ahead and use the lasso just in case. Easy. Easy. Oh, we lost some ground here. If I can get a knife on him, that'll be a perfect.
Gotcha.
Get over here, boy. All I have to do is get to him here, get a knife in on him, and it'll be perfect.
There we go.
There we go. That's it. Now we got ourselves a perfect deer. Now the thing about that panther is, that's a perfect carcass. I can come skin the panther. It's probably poor quality anyhow since I shot it with a damn repeater. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and drop him, skin him. Yeah, quick animation there. That only happens when you're in a certain incline. It's beneficial online when I'm trying to grind for a Crips Trader. Alright, don't step on it, don't step on it. That better not be fucking bad. Okay, it's still good. Good. I was worried. If you're not careful, if your horse tramples a animal, it will ruin the quality of the meat. Quality of the pellet as well. Not so much the quality of the meat, just the quality of the pellet. Quality of the animal in general. Got ourselves a nice deer here. We're gonna see if we can get anything out back towards camp when we come back through. I see no reason why I can't go get some more turkey. I mean, get this bow some action. I've been looking at the transaction history in the ledger, and I haven't really seen much in the way of people hunting. So, it's only been me so far. Another thing I'm noticing, man, is this music in this game right now. I mean, this is... I could put an arrow in him, but he's already good in quality. What would be preferable is for me to go after a turkey that's a perfect condition. So, a bow and arrow is too bold of a weapon for too much damage to the meat and so forth. Turkey, the bow is way too much for... Huh? Oh, this Bill. Oh, that was Dutch. Stalking me, huh? Yeah, the bow's a little too much, so... Oh, that's perfect right there. Ah, shit, I didn't mean to do that. Continue onward here. Ah. I was hoping it'd show me the... That's a good quality. That's perfect. He's in the bushes. Damn it. Son of a tank. No, I don't want the squirrel, damn it. Shit. You damn bird. There we go. Easy. It's just a bow, Bill. Shut up. Where'd that damn turkey go? Hit the turkeys in the bushes? Where is that guy? There he is. See right there? It's better to just go ahead and get with the weapons I have with the bow. That's the only thing that's going to be good enough for the turkey. Go ahead and find a perfect turkey, perfect quality, and then it'll take him down to a good quality, so I don't lose too much there. Strap him back on the horse. Easy, boy. Seems my horse is a bit timid of any sort of violence with weaponry. As it should be. I mean, that's accurate. That would scare the shit out of a horse and spook him, but... Uh-oh. Got some infighting then with the ladies in the moon. Let's get this turkey. That's a big turkey. Funny looking turkey. Let's get this deer in. John?
Morning. Uh-huh.
He ain't too happy, that's for sure. Then again, who's happy when you got a woman nagging in your ear? Of course, Abigail, I'm sure, was just concerned about the boy, but still. Oh wait, maybe I should just mosey on over to Dutch so he can see I'm actually doing something around here.
I mean, how many times we moved over the years?
Oh, too many to count. But we've had some fun.
That we have. That is a good size. Well done. Hello.
Thank you. Hey, Pearson, look what I got.
Oh, hello.
Alright, let's go ahead. Ooh, is that milk? Looks like it.
This stew is decidedly lacking on decent meat, Mr. Morgan.
I see. Well, I'm going to give you the deer meat. Cougar fang. That's cool. Ah, still good.
Good job,
that's actually lucky that that cougar pelt was good, because I did hit it with a repeater, which probably was a well, any sort of repeater round, so it was not going to be good for the pellet.
Good. We really needed this. Thank you, Arthur.
There we go. That's hunting for the day. So I think what we're going to do now is we're going to do a little bit more hunting. What I need to do is I need to go on to take a trip to town, since I got a little bit of money on me. Hey, Miss Tilly. I got $87 on me. It would suffice for me to go get myself a varmint rifle. If I can get myself a varmint rifle, then I can start killing some game that are a lot smaller, and I can not have to worry about disturbing the pelt quality, and both pelt and the meat. Bill.
Keep your eyes open, Bill.
Every single time I come through while Bill's doing his survey of the camp, he's always like, "Who's there? Who's that? Is that my mama?" It's like, dude, I'm coming back and forth, back and forth. You know it's me. I'm wearing a tan coat. I've been wearing my shit for like a month now. I mean, the dialogue in the camp suggested that we've been at that camp for a month. That was the time skip, so I've been wearing my shit for a while now. Imagine the stink that I'm gonna have.
Hey, mister.
People ain't too sociable today.
Hey there, mister. Hey there.
Yellow.
Let's slow her up down here.
Ain't you caused enough trouble? Beating up half the saloon like that? Near killing Tommy out in the street? Come on.
Come on. There's gotta be a fight every night in that shithole.
Just show some respect next time. We've run far worse than you out of town before.
Oh, come on, man. Someone throws a punch, you punch back. Don't bother pretending different.
Good morning to you. As far as I care,
He's right. I think he said something back, but I didn't quite catch it.
Morning to you.
Morning to you.
I must have a weird look about me.
Hey there, partner.
morning, friend.
I'm strapped for cash. I got 87 bucks on me. I gotta remember that a lot of the clothing items in this game in the story mode are gonna be significantly cheaper than they are in Red Dead Online. Excuse me, fella, I'm coming on through here. They're gonna be significantly, vastly cheaper than the online because of the whole microtransaction bullshit. So let's hitch up right here. Hitch up right here, and I'm gonna get myself some grub. Need to have some food while I'm out here. How am I doing? I'm doing all right. I ain't too hungry.
I've heard.
Some food would be nice. Hey, fella. Mosey around here. Get myself some more coffee. Oh, you want some?
Big Tommy's still in a bad way from that fight.
Oh, shoot. Is that so? I was only defending myself. He had a lot more advantage over me than I had advantage over him, that's for sure. Big bastard. Let's see here. I did like that salmon. Get another can of this. That'll be it. Wait a minute. What you got over here? Huh. That's a sharp piece of cheddar cheese. I'll take it.
Thanks.
All right, get a little grub, and I'll head on back out. Oh, what's this? Some apples. Got a carriage coming through. This guy's getting me a funny look.
Howdy.
Hello.
All right, which one's the gun shop here? Law office.
Hey, mister.
That's funny.
Hello, gentlemen.
How do you do?
There's a law office and a sheriff's office. That's quite confusing to somebody like me from the outside. Hey, this is the gun shop.
Wow, new marksman in town. Welcome. Oh, wait.
Let's see here.
Fellow who had to fight with Tommy outside of Smithfield's?
Yep.
People are still talking about that fight.
I ain't.
Fair enough. Neither's Tommy. Anyway, how can I help you today?
I'm gonna browse your catalog. I wanna see if I can get myself a. I'm interested in a varmint rifle.
Let me have a look.
Seems like everybody's talking about that fight. Ugh. That's not good. I already have bad relations. I guess we'll go through the rifles category. Let's see here.
The pump-action varmint rifle. If you're looking for a jackrabbit that's not riddled with lead, then, well, spend your money on this thing. Any big game?
That's right.
You ain't gonna do much more than rile it up.
Oh, hell yeah, that's right. It's got some... Wow, it actually has some good damage on it. Oh, yeah, that's true, because in Red Dead Online, they were using this back in the OG days during beta. All the people that was playing, man,
I promise
they...
you won't regret that one.
Look at the accuracy on this thing. You see that right there, down at the very bottom? I can talk about this because I ain't spoiling nothing. The accuracy on this weapon is absolutely phenomenal for the price range that it is. And it's small as hell, and it's got no recoil whatsoever. This thing has, like, no recoil whatsoever due to the caliber size of the ammunition. And since the fact, oddly enough, it's small caliber, the accuracy is phenomenal on this rifle. People used to, back in the OG days, the beta days of Red Dead Online, they still to this day do it, but they nerfed this gun, which they took the damage all the way down past that little first notch right there on the left. And now it does basically no damage. So if you don't get a headshot with it, nothing really happens. If somebody drinks a tier 2 tonic or something like that, or they have a particular ability card set on them that rises their defense or negates headshots perhaps, it basically does nothing. So it's a very cloudy endeavor when it comes to fighting with this weapon in online now, as they nerfed it. But it was surprising to me when I saw the damage. It brought back memories, because the damage of the original rifle in the story mode is actually pretty good. I mean, even though it's a small caliber, I mean, it's putting out some damage here. I mean, it's almost mediocre right in the middle. It's a spit away from just being in the middle notch. So that's pretty surprising. That was expensive. I'm down to $8. I got to get some ammo for it too.
I recommend loading up on extra ammo.
Rifle cartridges. So it doesn't. That's another thing, man. I don't have to buy. Oh wait, I do. I do have to buy. Okay, I was about to say I'm buying rifle ammo for a varmint rifle. No, it's I actually have to buy a varmint set of ammunition. That hasn't changed at all. It's not cheap. What's funny is the guns are more expensive in online. Clothes are more expensive in online.
I always know about my best deals, as you can imagine.
But the ammunition costs the same. So that hasn't changed, at least. I'm at home with that. I am stumped with cash now.
You need anything else, let me know.
Alrighty.
All the trouble
Got myself a varmint rifle.
Thanks, mister.
Yep. Get back on my horse and get out of here.
Okay,
Go do some hunting.
Let's go.
We're gonna try to score some small game. Easy to get. Can be easy. We'll do it from the horse. When it comes to small game, it's real difficult to do it on foot. So we're gonna try to go for. Let's not have our guns out in the town. That's a little alarming, even if it's a small varmint rifle. Yeah, we're gonna go westward bound here. Look for some game. Get a little distance from Valentine, of course. There's not gonna be much game around civilization. Ooh, look at that beauty. Let's take a look at it. That's perfect. Oh, we gotta get him. Hold on a second. I do not want him to get injured. I don't want any quality coming off this bad boy. There we go. Oh, this is a catch right here. Come here, fishy fishy. Look at this beaut. Bambi's daddy is gonna make for one fine meal. Ooh, you're a big boy. I'm going up an incline here. Let's get you on the horse before I bust my ass. Speaking about ass, my horse just ripped ass.
Pretty good.
Probably shit himself over the quality of this butte right here. And since we're down by the river, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna keep my bow on me just in case.
Okay there.
Dismount. And hey, come here, boy. Get you on a tree so you don't run away. I know you're pretty skittish over any sort of arrow fire or gunfire. That varmint rifle don't put too much out on sound output, but still, I'm gonna hit you up right here just in case. There we go. Let's see what we can find down here. Load one in the chamber. Oh, that fella coming through here. Don't want to bother him. Need to get ourselves a fishing rod and do some fishing. That'd be nice for the camp.
Hey, mister.
What exactly is the matter with you?
I ain't doing nothing.
It's all good. Calm down.
Mind your own business, you dumbass. I'm just trying to do some hunting, and you're out here judging. Take your ass to Valentine and get your ass beat by Tommy or some shit. Head pummeled in. Oh, that would have been... Oh, what a shot. Ooh, that's going to be some damage when she drops, though. There ain't no choice but to get wet. Where'd that bird drop? It was in the bushes somewhere. Some rocks, that ain't it. There it is. What is that? A duck? Hmm. Mallard duck. Oh boy. Picked up a duck. That's silly. Yeah, let's put it on the horse. Why not? Got a current coming through here. Try not to fall. The horse should still be... Have I lost my mind? It should be right here. Yep. Watch the antlers. There we go. Wonder if you can carry more animals in story mode. That'd be pretty dope. Load one back in the chamber. Hear a train coming on through. That'll scare the animals this way, perhaps. I definitely scared some animals away when I put off that shot, though. What in the world? Huh. I know what this is. This is burdock root. Yep. Man, I know my plants from Red Dead Online. Get them all the time to make those tier 2 tonics. When you want to make them free without paying a fortune. I need more ducks. I'm not interested in no ducks. That's just going to be nothing but fat content on the body. Oh. It's funny that I'm just finding all these plants over and over again, you know. But I still know exactly what they are. I don't know where the hell it is, though. Oh, you're kidding. Mint? Oh, that's excellent. I didn't know there was a mint patch over here in this location. Or even around this region. That's actually pretty rare. Most of this mint will grow over near Little Creek or that one swamp near Treacher's Landing. Thieves Landing, excuse me. Not Treacher's Landing, that's Borderlands 1. There we go, 3 pieces of mint. That's something nice. You can pair that up with a big game meat and you get yourself something that'll give you a gold core. And if you don't know gold cores, if you can get a gold core for your health or your stamina, your deadeye, what it does is it makes sure that you have a buff for the said attribute, the core, and it takes a while for it to die off. If you take damage or something like that, or you use your stamina or you use your deadeye, it goes away quicker. But it has a duration of a buff, and over time it'll settle down and disappear. But it's excellent when you're trying to, like for instance, if I want a lot of help for an engagement in a battle, I can. What the fuck is that? That thing came after me. American muskrat. Interesting. I'll take the whole thing. Let's go back to camp. I want to go ahead and settle up, get back to camp, because the thing in story mode is if we take too long to get this corpse back, this deer back to camp, it'll get ruined. It'll rot. We don't want that. We want it to be fresh by the time we get back to camp. So we're gonna go ahead and call it a day and head on back.
Let's go, boy.
My horse must have bad digestion today because he is shitting like a madhouse. He is shitting like a man who got in trouble for tax evasion. Ah, there's some buttes over here though. What do we got? What do we got? Let me get my Red Dead Online on real quick and chase them down, see how good they are. Okay, we're gonna nab one.
There we go.
We'll take his pelt. We'll take his pelt and the meat. Yeah, you're gonna get the meat when you skin it, so that's a good thing. You won't have to worry about losing no meat. We might lose some quality when we do this. But it's worth the endeavor. We're gonna take this pelt and we'll donate this for, you know what? Let's go buy, let's take this pelt over to the butcher in Valentine. It's gonna take some time away. Take this pelt over to the butcher, sell this pelt to him. We need some money. We are flat broke. We got $8 on us and 80 cents.
Come on, boy.
Sell this pelt. We'll sell that duck. Okay, buddy. I'm glad you're gonna sleep well. We'll sell this pelt and we'll go back to camp and give him the deer. The reason we're gonna sell this pelt is because I need money, and if we take it to camp, we're gonna get paid off in provisions. And Pearson really don't have no fucking purpose for no damn pelt, so it's gonna be useless to just give it to him. Unless it was a quality pelt that I could use for a decoration, it's pretty much useless. I'll sell you this. You know what? I'm gonna keep the goat and the muskrat.
Pestering me while I drank.
Seems everyone with a rifle been hunting these places.
Okay, boy.
Yeah, I bet they have. Considering deer has got some good meat on it. One of the most standard etiquettes of dining. Even to this day. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about the O'Driscolls. Not right now. I gotta get back to camp before my meat goes rotten. Horse is dirty. Yeah, the horse is dirty. Horse is dirty because I have been trotting about that mud in Valentine. That'll do it. Only time you can't catch mud when you're even walking over there is when you're not running. So, I like to watch your step over there when you trot. If you go too fast over there, you'll be splattered in black shit. It's kind of funny that everything around Valentine doesn't have too much in the way of mud, but when you get right into the town, it's muddy as shit. Have I lost my mind? I think I've lost my mind. Where's the... Okay, I haven't lost my mind. I just got a little bit... Just got a little bit lost.
It's me,
I ain't talked to no spicy cats. I'm not allowed in the camp. Here we are. Hitch up right here and deliver this nice deer. Hopefully he ain't ruined. Sure hope not. Oh, he's catching flies. We better hurry. We better hurry. Because my deer's catching flies. That ain't too good. No, I shot it from the air. Oh, I can go ahead and give him the deer. Good. Donate for crafting. Oh, good, good, good. Excellent.
All right. Let me see. Good job, Mr. Morgan.
No problem. No problem.
Hey.
Hi.
Oh, subtle.
Keeping busy there, Strauss?
That'll do it. So now I got a little indicator when I bring in something that can be used for crafting for the camp. It'll actually tell me when I go to donate it. So that's very nice to have. I like to be notified when something will be of purpose, rather than just me having to guess or look on a Wikipedia or a Google searching. So I like to stay in the game when I'm doing something. Well, that settles the activities for today, so we're going to go ahead, mosey around camp, relax, and then tomorrow we'll start doing something else.
All right.
There, Strauss. Hey, look at the icon over there at the top right. We finally got some food in here.
Hey there.
Hello. Finally got some food in here.
Hey there. Evening.
Easy, Dutch. Ladies.
Evening.
Good evening, Arthur.
Okay there, Mary Beth?
Hi, Dutch.
Oh, hey, Dutch.
We had a good day. We did some good hunting. Hey, hold on a sec. I'm going to check my journal. There's that bear we hunted. Some of the things, the ant wildlife I've been studying. Let's go to the first chapter. Let's read some of this off. I bought this new journal after the last one got destroyed in all that fire those months ago, wherever it is. I haven't written or drawn much in the past few months, but I was missing it more than I thought I would. Finally near a store, so here I am, I guess. After all that business up north and the fire, we spent a few months in the wilderness traveling down from the northern grizzlies. I'm going to be right back.
You all right?
I'm surviving.
Good for you. Hey there, Jack.
Hey.
I'm back. I am back. Let's read that journal. First chapter was the Blackwater era. We have been running. Wait a minute. That's Coulter. I'll read this off. Haven't written down much of course, I read this. We've been on the run for weeks. I mean, running for more than usual. The job they was pulling in Blackwater, robbing that ferry, it turned out to be a disaster. Young Jenny got killed, poor thing. While Sean and Mac both got arrested or killed, nobody seemed sure which. Dutch shot a girl. I'm not too sure if by accident or design, and it seems like it might have been a setup. We took the hills in an almighty scramble, leaving money and most of our things behind. Excuse me. Then, as we fleeing east of the Grizzlies, an almighty storm hit us. Davy Callender, who got shot in the gut on the road raid, passed away. It was brutal to watch, and the rest of us nearly froze. Well, we found shelter and have been resting here in some old abandoned mining town while we await the thaw. Hardly the spring I had been hoping for, Hosea and I have been planning a robbery of our own in Blackwater. But I guess I'd have been abandoned along with most of what I own. I'm profoundly concerned as to what happens next once we leave this place where the law finds us cowering up here. Found a girl, well, a woman I should say. Her husband had been murdered by the Colm O'Driscoll boys. Nasty business. Leviticus Cornwall, seems like Colm O'Driscoll had the same ideas as us. He's been hiding up here scouting out a train he wanted to rob. We bummed into some of his boys at some of the farmstead they was robbing. Found that poor woman whose husband had been murdered, and she's now riding with us as she ain't got no other place to be. Then Dutch being Dutch and his hatred for Colm being just as powerful as it ever was, a whole bunch of us went to pay him a visit to his camp, but he escaped. We grabbed one of his boys. Poor bastard ain't spoken yet, but he will once we freeze him up a little bit. Then set Bill on him. Been a bad few weeks. We're mostly still alive. Dutch being Dutch is busy making plans and figuring out just how we're going to survive. And Dutch being Dutch, these plans involve robbery and drinking. Finally, a thaw in the god-awful weather, we got off the mountain and rode east in some pretty enough country called the Heartlands. Ain't been this far east in many a year. Hosea seems to know the country a little. Ain't been much of a spring. now holed up at a place called Horseshoe Overlook, outside of some dumpy little cattle town named Valentine. Dutch seems a little better. His eyes are sparkling once more, and I can see he's thinking a little clearer. I think we all feel a little bit happier in some spite of Blackwater and that whole mess. Headed into Valentine with Uncle and the girls. Girls went scouting out for work, while Uncle had a few drinks in him, and he explained more of his theories on existence and bare-faced lies about his past. Things took a strange turn. Some fellas seemed to recognize me, or us from Blackwater. Guess we had been holed up for too long while Hosea and I scouted a job and it never was. I closed the bastard. And that I did. He started claiming that I was there, even though I wasn't actually there at Blackwater, which was kind of odd. I ended up stepping on his fingers. He fell off a cliff, and I stepped on his fingers, and he fell to his death. So it was pretty, it seems pretty natural. Nobody saw it. There was no witnesses. So now here we are. Let's see what time it is. It's 9 p.m. What time, get some rest here.
I'm getting too old for this. Living in tents, on the run. By my age, I thought I'd be living on some farm somewhere, having some servant girl feed me freshly peeled grapes and another massage my feet. Funny how things turn out. Instead, I'm stuck in the wilderness with you degenerates trying to stay warm.
Uh-huh.
Still, guess all that luxury run me to fat, and there ain't no getting fat out here. Now my old hag Grinshaw eats triple rations.
Ooh. Oh, really?
Enjoy yourselves. I gotta get on.
Grimshaw's eating more rations, huh? Ain't that something?
Okay, I think I should get some sleep.
Sounds like a plan. How you fellas doing?
There he is. Arthur,
Can't complain.
you'll be back on your feet in no time. I sure hope so. Yeah. We need you, John. I suppose. Hi, Uncle. Uh-huh.
So.
Me too.
How you doing?
Tired.
When are you not tired?
Well, some movement might wake you up.
Yep.
Yeah, he ain't in spirits today. See that whale over there? That's Pearson.
Pearson?
What you got in your hand there?
Well, I should get some shut-eye.
What the hell? Oh. Harmonica? What is that? What the hell? Oh. Yeah, Pearson, I think you soured the mood. Time to get some shut-eye and start the new day.
You'll work it out, Dutch.
Dutch?
You always do.
Hey, Arthur.
Alright, everybody, I'm going to take a little pause here and get myself some grub. scarf that down. Let's get some sleep. 7 hours of sleep, that's good. Check the old facial here. Paul made my hair. Bye. Give ourselves a shave if we want to. But I ain't gonna do that. And Abe Lincoln. Yeah, leave it be for now. Abigail Roberts.
Good morning. Morning, Arthur.
Miss O'Shea.
O'Shea.
Says the same things I say.
What's
I
the
swear.
wind doesn't change.
Oh, shut up, Arthur.
Wouldn't want that face to freeze.
All right.
Let's get ourselves some coffee.
All good, Mr. Morgan?
Sure. My lady. You got this place whipped into shape, all right.
I'm trying.
Ew. You trying to suggest something to me, Miss Grimshaw? What is that about? Spitting on the table. Miss Grimshaw, quit doing that. You're making me down bad. Can a cowboy have his coffee without getting down bad? Look at this goofy bastard in his fucking PJs. Ha ha ha! Look at you.
Morning to you. Good morning, Arthur. Come on, I thought we were friends.
Yes, hello?
Always good to see you.
Morning, Arthur.
Let's have a talk with this fellow over here.
Mercy.
Karen.
Come on.
You got some
Mercy.
speaking to do of your own. Not that old gang of yours.
I said, I told you, I don't know nothing.
That's what I
You're in the
thought.
gang.
Whoa, hold your horses there. It seems the cat has got our friend here's tongue. I was thinking Mr. Williamson could have a word.
You ready to talk, boy?
I told you, mister. I told all of you. I don't know nothing, okay? They ain't no friends of mine. I just been ridden with them for a while.
Horseshit. You see, we heard that part, so how about you tell the truth? That's what you want me to do.
Hurt him, so the next time he opens his mouth, it is to tell us what is going on. Ah, who am I kidding? One of O'Driscoll's boys couldn't open his mouth, but he'd tell a lie. Screw it. Let's just have some fun. Geld him.
Yeah!
Where's he going?
Oh, don't worry. You're only balls, boy. Just gonna cause you trouble. You know know, in Imperial Rome, eunuchs was among the happiest and most loyal of courtiers.
No, you're kidding me, right?
Of course.
You sick bastards! Oh, what do you want from me?
Well, you are gonna talk. The only question is now or after we got these little fellas off.
Okay, listen. I know where O'Driscoll's holed up. And you're right. He don't like you any more than you like him. He's at 6 Point Cabin. I'll take you there. Serious. I don't like him. I mean, I like him even less than I like you. No offense.
Oh, none taken.
Okay then, partner. Why don't you take a few of us up there right now? I got this, Dutch. Should be fun. All right, you. Come on. Let's go. Let's both hope
Surprised
you
he can
ain't
walk.
trying to trick us, O'Driscoll.
I ain't no O'Driscoll.
You sure
Yes, you are.
It was. John, Bill, come here. We got a social call needs making. Where we heading?
Up into the hills behind Valentine. Well, I'll show you.
John, you take this little rattlesnake with you. Any nonsense, kill him. Sure. You're gonna pay your buddies our respects.
You taking us to Combe?
That's what he says. Come on.
I'm taking you to him. Look, I'll give you more directions when we're close. But if I know where we are, it's up past Valentine.
All right, I'll lead.
Sounds like a plan. Maybe we can get some dough out of this. I've got some chump change right now, $10 in the pocket.
How many times I gotta say? I ain't an O'Driscoll.
You sure look like one, and you smell like... God damn. You smell like one, too.
I smell like horse shit.
That's right. Boy, are you high.
Morgan, you got throwing knives in your saddlebag. Dud said that you might...
What?
I was asked to give them, and I'm doing you the further courtesy of telling you about it.
Next time you want to give me something, how about you give it to me instead of hiding it somewhere, hoping the opportunity
Really?
comes up to mention it?
Last goddamn favor I do you.
Hey, if I got my bearings, it's over here. Yeah, I know this country. Take this track up through the rocks.
Williamson.
What, Morgan?
Just to say, well, even you can't screw up killing O'Driscolls.
Funny. And I guess you're good here. Unless some soft-handed feller comes along and tells you you've gone too far.
What are you talking about? Fighting that big bullock up in Valentine? How wise you think beating a man to death would have been? With all them folks looking on, when we supposed to be laying low.
I saw your eyes, Morgan. You didn't go clever, you went soft.
I'll take
Uh-huh.
it. After all,
Even though I was really just trying to beat this guy to
not
death.
being clever.
The captive gets a little cough in his throat, looks at you with some big doe eyes. You gonna let Combe go free?
I was fighting Combe when you was pretending to fight Indians.
Don't call my record into
Ooh.
question.
It's your abilities that call your record into question, Bill.
Now we go left. Road'll take us up and round.
Why are we taking a mosey around the whole block? I mean, we're just doing another turn to Valentine. Let's get those damn throwing knives out. Where'd he put them? Right there.
Those are the hills. Head for 'em.
Save your horses. We gotta climb, boys.
You know, you all ain't that different from the O'Driscolls.
What did you just say?
I've been watching you all these weeks, and,
You've been tied to a tree. You don't know nothing about this gang.
yeah, well, I'd say you don't know much about
Bet he's heard everything.
But maybe I know more about you than you know about them. And I know all about them, so...
Tell us then. How are we like those mongrel dogs?
You're outlawed like them. You're out to survive like them. You live rough. You live hard.
fighting the law, nature. You're out for yourselves.
See? This is why you're an O'Driscoll, O'Driscoll. You're out to survive. We're out to live. Free. Cole's a sneak thief and a killer. Dutch is more like a teacher.
From where I've been, you just look the same as all.
Then you looked, but you ain't seen. John, shut that boy up. Enough out of you. Boys, we're almost on them. Now, who knows if this son of a bitch we got with us is talking true, but if it's what he says it is, and Colm O'Driscoll's here, we can end years of fighting. Here and now. Amen to that.
Here, here. I swear, this is where he was.
Shut up.
Okay, now cut left up here.
How much
go down
longer?
the hill into the forest.
We're going in quiet, taking them out as we find them, trying not to set things off. But if we do, we move quick and hard. We settle this like we know how, okay? Okay by me.
With you, Morgan.
All right then.
Through the trees here.
Wild horse.
Hey, we're real close. I'd leave your horses the other side of this clearing. I'll get my guns off my horse, and I'm ready.
Eat.
Same here.
Easy, Bill. Quiet.
Yeah, quiet as can be.
This is it.
They're ahead of
Cabin's
us.
just the other side of
He's
this
not
hill.
lying.
Okay. Off your horses. Let's go.
You gonna get them knives?
I said easy.
I've got the knives.
Follow me, all right? It ain't far.
We might have shared a horse, but we ain't friends. Remember, I'm watching you. Every moment.
I ain't gonna shop you now. Come on. It'd be suicide. You'll die, boy. But you'll lose your balls first. Jesus Christ. Hey. There. You see?
I don't see nothing.
Okay.
Not yet. Up. I see some.
Cabin's in the clearing down there. There'll be a bunch of fellers hiding out there, too.
There's a camp there, all right.
Armed, drunk, wary of strangers, yep.
And Colm O'Driscoll?
He'll be holed up in his cabin. Be passed out, booze blind, likely as not. And over there, someone's coming.
So, who's gonna tell him we ain't got nothing for the pot?
Oh, let me think. The feller that spooked the game, I reckon.
I'm gonna drain it. I'll catch up.
No, we ain't gonna fall for that. We're gonna wait so you can tell him yourself.
Yeah.
If anyone's actually gonna shoot the messenger, it'd be that mean son of a bitch.
Yes, sir.
Come on, shake it off.
Come on. What are we doing about the pisser, Morgan? One by the tree.
I'll get him.
This first fella.
Okay. Go to work.
Don't move.
The old man loses it. I won't get another chance in ages. I'll be stood guard duty, sun up to sun down, soiling my drawers on the spot.
Morgan, the next two. What's the plan?
Hurry up already.
Let's get close to these two. Make no mistakes here.
That's what the knife's for.
When we're there, we move at the same time.
What the hell? Now we got a real fight. Come.
Ah, shit. I didn't want to do that. I must have moved too quick. I wanted to keep it pretty. Yeah, I don't like that one bit. I'm gonna go ahead and kill myself so I can do it again. Damn it, let him kill me. There we go. I can do the checkpoint over, hopefully be able to do that again. I sure as shit I'm not going to start the mission over. Hopefully it brings me back to the stealth section and then not
What are we doing
fight.
about the pisser, Morgan?
Yes.
By the tree.
I'm gonna deal
I'll take care of him.
Okay. Go to work.
Sooner we get this over with.
Are you fucking kidding me? Ah, shit. I guess I'll throw a knife at his head. Third person the whole way through.
Pisser, Morgan. One by the tree.
I'm gonna deal with this first fella.
Okay. Go to work.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Guns in the camp! Look out!
Damn it.
That one's been riding with Dutch for years. It's on! Come on then! Come on!
There we go. Okay, I guess it's gonna have to be a knife attack. No more of this foolery. Let's get it done. Keep messing it up.
What are we doing about the pisser, Morgan? One by the tree.
I'm gonna deal with this first fella.
Okay. Go to work.
The old man loses it. I won't get another chance in ages. I'll be... What the...
Oh my god. Okay, do not attack him when he's talking. Because if he cuts off his dialogue, they'll get worried.
What are we doing about the pisser, Morgan? One by the tree.
I'm gonna deal with this first fella.
Okay. Go to work.
Sooner we get this over with.
The old man loses it. I won't get another chance in ages. I'll be stood guard duty, sun up to sun down, soiling my drawers on the spot.
Here we go.
The next
That's Purdy.
two. What's the plan?
Hurry up already. Let's get close to these two. Make no mistakes here.
That's what the knife's for.
When we're there, we move at the same time.
Just you tell me.
There we go. Perfect.
Right up there. What we doing about him? Take him quiet, Marston. Okay, get your hands dirty for a change. Jesus. Okay, now what? We're at the perimeter. Time to move on him. You ready? As I'll ever be.
Let's go.
How you doing, O'Driscolls?
Glad to see ya.
It's on! We move quick, we move hard.
Hellfire.
Don't run away from me!
You're worthless O'Driscoll. Back to the cabin.
Home O'Driscoll! Where are you? This is quite a hideout. You stay here, you're dead man. We got him. Close in. You weren't lying, that little toad. We caught him on the green. You see him coming? Come on, then. Come on. None of them get out of here.
What are you hiding out in the woods for?
Get back to the rifle.
Know what's good for you. We catch you unawares. Give up, O'Driscolls. We got you beat. That's it. They're turning tail. Leave 'em. Comb's still here.
They're all dead.
I'll check.
Good.
You look out here.
I can turn my HUD on next time I do a fight like that, because I didn't know the positioning. Let's turn on the HUD so we can loot these bodies. Get some ammo back too. Got some cigarettes too. They're doing the same thing. Similar minds. I'll beat you to it.
I knew a few of these.
Well, now you don't know a few of these because they're dead. Need to get some drugs. Oh, let's get another body. I think he got him.
Many here. Ain't you checking the cabin?
You said you was looking for Colm.
Ain't you checking the cabin for Colm?
Yeah, I got it. I got it. Oh shit.
You all right?
Sure. Thank you. Colm O'Driscoll. He ain't here. us up. Come here!
What?
You set us up.
No, I didn't.
You did. Colm O'Driscoll ain't here!
He was here, I swear! If I was setting you up, I wouldn't have saved your life.
It's a good point, Arthur.
All right, then, go on. Get out of here.
Hey?
I won't kill you.
I didn't set you up.
Get lost.
Get lost.
I'm letting you run away. Now go on. Get out of here.
That's as good as killing me. Out there, without you, Colm O'Driscoll's gonna lose his mind about this.
So?
So I'm one of you now.
Give me a break. All right, then. But I'm warning you.
Oh, I know.
Come on, let's get to camp.
So you got the cash then?
What cash?
Yeah, there's usually some cash. In the chimney.
I'll check it. Rest of you boys, get to camp, quick.
See, Arthur? I ain't so bad.
Hey, Bill. You tell Dutch old Kieran ain't worth killing. Just yet.
Right you are.
All right, let's see what we got. We got some bills here. Yeah, this will make up. I'm strapped for cash, and now, not so much. I'm up to $43 now. Hot damn. If only you could find that much money in here and online. Oh, something on the ground. I can smell it. Looks like a ripped dollar. Ginseng elixir. Huh. Haven't seen one of those before. Health item, obviously. Considering it's ginseng. It's loads. I don't have a shotgun, but not yet anyway. There's some whiskey and some fruit. Nice. Anything under the bed? What about the nightstand? What is this? Shotgun shells. More shotgun shells. I miss anything up here? No, it didn't. Oh, but you look at that. There's a shotgun. Some bear traps, too.
At least you got something tucked away.
$600. Ain't that something? Ain't she pretty? That would come in handy. Nice. See how bad we did. Silently kill 4 O'Driscolls. Okay, I could have done that if I took the lead on it. But I didn't want to. 12 headshots, 80% accuracy. Yeah, I think for fights now on, I'm going to go ahead and keep the HUD up. Complete the mission without taking any health items. Oh boy, I can do better than that. I'm going to have to run by that another time. But I got a cool shotgun out of it and $600. Yes, I did. Oh, I'll loot this fella. Even the animations are better in story mode, man. I missed it. Alright. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get myself something to drink. I'll make it quick. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Got ourselves a cool shotgun now. That's breezy. See if we can look for anything else.
Okay, boy.
I'll take the horse.
Yep.
Take the horse and see if there's anything else I can scavenge. I know we looted all the bodies, but see if there's any. Oh! Ah, shit. Better get the hell out of here. A lot of gunfire. Probably be best to just get the hell out. Oh shit. Come on, get to moving. Ah shit. $20 bounty too. Fucking hell.
Yep. You're all right, boy. Yeah, good boy.
Maybe I could come on split through here and... Yeah, that's it. Perfect. We're losing them.
Here, okay, boy.
I know, boy, I know. You'll be alright. Almost out of it. Keep pressing, keep pressing.
Yeah, okay.
Almost, boy. Okay, now, let you go. I'll ease up on you. We're safe now. Let's hold up over at this house over here. If anybody's at it, we'll see. We're about to see. Close the damn door. Huh. Hey, rob this house real quick. Why not? Close her up. Oh, cigarette card. That's dandy. Miracle tonic. Can't carry any more of that though. Jewelry. I'll take it. My deadite increased. Nice. For looting? Or picking up that cigarette card. Can't carry no more coffee. Take that. Some more produce. Don't mind if I do. Some crackers. And let's check the cabinet. And that'll do it. And they won't know they're robbed because I closed everything up. Anything there? Nope. It's just closed in. Let's get back to camp.
All right, boy. Idiot.
Got $156 on me, so let's go pay off that bounty. Definitely don't want that on me. Let's see here. It might not actually exist, but we'll check. Yeah, it does exist. $20 bounty. And that's not good.
Hey, partner.
Streamline down to Valentine, go to the post office and pay off this bounty. I'll keep the law off of me. And to keep things interesting and kind of confuse up the whole world, we'll just go ahead and help out the sheriff with his bounties. And then we'll head back to camp. I think it's a little best if we don't head right back to camp immediately. Hey, fella.
Hey, mister! Mister! I never learned your name. I never did. You're like brother, but I didn't learn your name. And I said to myself, Mickey, you never learned that fella's name. Now, you'll never see him again. And you'll be sad. Like when your puppy passed. Because you slept on it. What's your name, mister?
Arthur.
Arthur? My uncle's name was Arthur. Uncle Arthur, we called him, on account of his name.
Oh, God.
It's a fine name. A strong name. Like a king. You could be my king, Mr. Arthur. Yes, you could. How you doing?
Ah, shit. We didn't even go pay off the bounty. So distracted by that guy.
Oh, hell!
We'll get out of the way and it won't happen.
Welcome, welcome. Good on you. Get a fresh start.
That'll take care of it.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, watch it.
I'm not even near you, you idiot.
Yep.
I'll take
what
one.
You looking for? A paper? Thanks. Have a great day.
Rabbit train. Huh. Blizzard. Cool.
There just ain't enough of us.
Well, looky here. Maybe this is our man.
You a bounty hunter, mister?
Maybe.
Uh-oh.
It depends.
Oh, bounty hunter. Yes, yes,
You
I'm a
ain't
bounty
here to
hunter.
pass the day, turn yourself
Totally not a
in,
criminal.
Discuss the finer points of county law. And I don't need to know much more than that. Till I got a reason to.
All right.
About to hear the tick-tock sound in a second.
You smell that? This here's a livestock
That's these
town,
nuts.
mister. Attracts delinquents and reprobates like flies. Now, I'm not a fellow to pass a quick judgment, but I've been around long enough to know you don't hire a saint to catch a sinner. You bring me what I need, and I'll pay you well, and I won't ask no questions.
So, what is it you need?
Why don't you have a look at that poster on the wall over there?
He's a low-down huckster. He's been poisoning folks with his miracle cure from here to Annesburg. Killed more than Landon Ricketts without even pulling a trigger. Gets some kind of sick satisfaction out of it.
Feller over at the saloon says he thought he saw him by the gorge straight north of here. You think you can bring him in? The money's good. I need him alive, though. I want to make sure the women he witted get compensated before he swings.
I'll see what I can do.
Well, good luck to you.
Now we'll be able to do this without that pelt
And we
getting
need
in the
him
way.
alive. That's an important point.
Alive, I got it. Okay, boy. Let's go.
Good on the horse. I'm good on the horse. Almost busted my ass though.
Good boy.
You need a brushing after this, boy.
Yeah. What we got here? Are you Benedict Albright? Oh, sir? Huh. Kind of look like him. And I was told he'd be up here. No, not me, sir. It's because I want to buy some medicine. And I heard good things. I'll pay in gold if you could help me find him. It's just my mother's real sick. Oh, well, if that's the case,
Ho,
for a
ho.
sick woman, I'd be happy to help. I'm a healer, you know? A medical man.
You're a snake oil salesman.
Finest medicine in the state.
Finest load of bullshit. There we
Hands
go.
over, mister. Put your hands up. Taking you in. Taking me in? What for? Apparently that stuff you're pushing is killing folk. There's a price on your head. I don't know. It ain't my business. Partner, that's crap. I'm a healer. I got an aura. I speak to spirits. I'm a scientist. Folks get real angry for no good reason. This is a mistake. Keep your hands up, buddy. They only want you for questioning. I have to insist that this is a mistake. Don't be a fool. Hold on. I'm slipping. Shit. Please. Oh. Oh, shit. Sorry. Hey!
Let's go get him. If he's still alive.
Yep. Shit. I gotta cross. Swim to the edge. Or grab onto something. Keep your head above water. Look out, the
I don't think so, pal. You coming in. Take what you got on you. Not gonna be much of use. Probably more snake oil. Oh, you got a pocket watch. Nice. I'll take that. Back up to Valentine you go, mister. I'm gonna get myself some money out of this.
Sir, I think I must be suffering from exposure. Suffer a little longer. I seem to keep blacking out. You do seem to keep blacking out.
Ha 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 ha. Not good.
Sir, this isn't necessary. I'm a medical man, a healer. It's all just a big mistake. Oh, I don't feel very well. I told you to shut up. Who made you judge? I'm only in it for the money. Oh, I don't feel well at all. You're a bully, sir.
I got traveling to do. I want no part of that.
Well, I ain't get that long. Book bothering superior like no one.
Come on, man.
I suppose that's just how it is.
Benedict Albright. Yeah, your bullshit ends today. Let's see how much money I get out of this.
I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Mrs. Calthorpe was,
He's right across the road.
just leaving.
Sure. Where you want him?
He was selling the back.
There's been some terrible mistake. I never did it.
Thought you wanted him in the cell. They wouldn't let me do it.
Shut up, partner. But I told you. But nothing. Shut up. And, good luck. It's been real fun. You ain't much of a man. You ask folks for forgiveness, you remember this, partner? I've already forgotten. Now, sure, how much was you offering?
$50. Here.
Thank you.
Oh, nice. $50.
Now, please, remember what I told you.
Seems like the sheriff's got himself a whore. And why in the world would we get gold on that? Something to do with time. Or me not pulling them off, but... Oh, I see. Yep. I see. Time stuff. If only it was like that in Red Dead Online.
How do you?
Let's get ourselves a drink while we're out here. What in the world was that hippie hoppity bullshit about?
Don't think I seen you in town because...
Okay, I guess I'll go then.
What?
Yeah, don't make us have to hurt you.
What is that bullshit about?
You yellow belly. Never mind. He ain't worth our time.
There was a stranger mission in there, but the damn O'Driscolls are about. I don't need more of a bounty on my head. Just let it go for now. Kill them some other time. Let's get back to camp. Oh, excuse me, fella. Beautiful day. Reminds me of your mama. Constantly putting it down. That's the noises she'd make too. Back to camp. Turn in these monies that I got. Get off the horse.
Ladies?
Hey, Tilly. I'm sitting on some money now. I got $190. I went from $10 to $190. That's nice. I'm sitting so comfortable now, I can go ahead and donate something.
Arthur. Wait till the potatoes is done.
Hey, Dutch.
I told Dutch, I feel I should tell you. I saw some of Combs' boys riding around.
Down here? What they want?
I have no idea.
They see you?
Yeah, I saw him too.
I think so.
Okay. Well, thanks for letting me know, Kieran.
I see the camp's been hitting the hooch.
Passed her by, taters got burnt. So did I.
What is a karaoke session tonight? Ain't got nothing to donate. I do have money to donate to the camp to the buck. Let's set it down to $20. About the only one out here doing anything with that. Let's check the ledger and see what we can do for upgrades to the camp. Oh, not contribution. I want to see what I can do for upgrades. That just looks like I'm stealing. Let's see here. Ain't that... it ain't too bad. But what about upgrades to the camp? Oh, shit. $220. We do need ammo. Repeater ammo and arrows. $60. Let's do it. We need to protect this camp a little bit better.
Well, I need my beauty sleep.
Well, I use the camp funds. Good, good.
Hey there.
Arthur.
I know you've been singing it all night. Let's see what we can do here.
If you could give me some leather working tools, I could make some rugs and blankets and the like out of these hides you're bringing in.
All right, I'll see what I can
Oh. So you actually can do something with the hides. John's lodging. 4 perfect bear pelts. Shit. That's cool. Gator skin. Ram hide. Cougar covered. I see.
Hold still! Pearson said he
Keep my
short a
eye
little
out
meat.
for
What the
some
hell?
material.
Oh, I disagree. Now, why are you so afraid of a pair of gelding tongs? I thought you were the horse expert. All right, go on. It ain't like you've got balls anyways. Oh, hell's half acre. Oh, hearing him. Oh, my balls. Like that'd be enough.
Hey, Bill.
Did you find much in the O'Driscoll's cabin?
We did all right.
Well, I sure did.
Just no comb.
Everyone is mean.
Yep, I know how that feels.
Hi, Arthur.
Well, should probably get some sleep. Huh?
This place.
It's about time to get my beauty sleep as well. I'll speak to you later, Dutch. I'm gonna get some Z's. Huh? Letter.
Dear Arthur,
Somebody left me a letter.
I've written this letter 100 times or more, and I cannot get it right. It's me. You know it's me from the bad handwriting. I know I said when we last spoke, and I was going off to get married, that we would not speak again. I know I said a lot of things, and I meant them, I suppose, at the time. But I'm not so proud as to not speak to people who care for me, or cared for me. I've been in Valentine for a couple of months. I had some bad luck, and, well, it's a long story and not an interesting one. But I am here for now. I saw a couple of the girls, or whatever the polite term is for them, that ran with you and your associates in town. And I heard tell of a man who sounded like you. I would love to see you again if you could spare me a little bit of your time. I'm renting a room at Chadwick Farm, just north of Valentine. Yours, Mary Linton.
Mr. Morgan, can I? Are you okay?
Yes. I was miles away, I'm afraid.
So it seems. Anyway, it's that fellow Downs.
The, do-gooder?
Exactly. We lent him quite a sum. It seems like he has little intention of repaying us. He was quite ridiculous when I went to see him. You've not been to see him yet, I take it?
I'm sorry, Herr Strauss. I had a lot on. I'll go give him a gentle reminder.
Not so gentle. I don't like his kind. Superior.
As you wish.
Sounds good. I gotta go do that now in the middle of the night. Alright. Shit. Is it that important? I mean, the man's sick. He could die any minute.
Bill, Arthur.
Where's my horse? Oh, it's over here. That's where I left it. Come on, boy. We're not done tonight. Go take care of Downs. think I know my way to this place too. I know the map well enough. See how we fare.
Alright, boy.
I need to get myself another horse too when I get the money.
Yeah, that's it, boy. Yep. Yeah, good boy.
Oh, it's this way. On the cliff there. Hope everybody's enjoying the stream. Hope you're enjoying the video. If you like the series, go ahead and comment down below, give some feedback.
Thomas down! Downs! Where are you?
Yeah, making goat noises and pig noises is not gonna help, fella. Alright. Somebody out here. Looks like him.
Whatever do you want?
Oh, come here, you maggot.
Please, sir. I'll...
Really? Threaten me, would you?
Please. I have a family, sir. Please.
I don't care about your family. You owe me money. Why'd it have to come to this, huh?
Believe me, sir. I didn't want this either.
Now, wouldn't paying up have been a little easier? You ain't such a do-gooder, are you? If you're running out on debts...
I'm not running anywhere. I'm doing my best for you.
You are a slippery little bastard. But I got you now.
Please, please, show some compassion. Please.
Strauss told me you needed a beating. You saying he was right?
What will that solve?
How's that dead looking now?
Please, please, no.
You borrowed money from my business partner, Herr Strauss. You owe him, you took the money. He wants it back.
Omae wa mou shinderu. Nani?
Where's our money?
I don't have it.
Sell your place.
We already owe more than it's worth.
Then sell your wife, or your family, or something. We ain't your idea of charity. Is that clear?
Somebody clip that so I can use it.
Thomas!
What are you looking at?
Thomas!
I said, what you looking at, woman?
My husband isn't well. If we could just have more...
Like I said, we ain't nobody's idea of charity. Get us the money.
Either way, he's gonna give the money. He's half dead anyhow. That'll change a lot of things for Arthur. too late now.
Hard, boy.
Hi, Terry.
Turn in this debt to Herr Strauss and then get some sleep.
Ah, how did you get on?
Not so good. He's almost dead. And they seem more or less
Yep.
destitute. You were a fool for lending them the money.
Well, people who aren't desperate don't seem so interested in my propositions.
Of course.
Why in the hell did they get bronze? 2 minutes. Oh, time restraint. So, I think I'm just gonna not focus too much on those objectives, as they kind of ruin how I would immersively play the game. So I ain't gonna worry too much about it. I do plan on going back, of course, and then doing them and making them gold, each one of them, so I could get one of the achievements for it. You can get an achievement to get them all gold, or a significant amount of those missions if you can get the objectives to
Arthur.
mark out and then get gold on them. How you been, Dutch? Let's get some sleep. Not much, but something. Alright, and with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the stream and end the video. Hope you enjoyed, everybody. And stay tuned for part 3. And we'll finish off, we'll go talk to Mary Linton and see what that's about. And meet up with the boys over near Blackwater so we can get Sean back, hopefully. Definitely an interesting day. Today we got some procurements of meat and got the camp fed for a bit with that deer. We got a bunch of nice deer and some turkey, and we got a varmint rifle, so now we can hunt small game fairly nicely without having to use the bow, as I don't have small game arrows with the bow, so ain't no use with that. Now that I have the varmint rifle, it did cost a pretty penny, but I lost a lot of money, went down to $10, and now look at me, I've spent a little bit. I think now I got $170 on me. Got a lot of money when we Karen's finally on our good side, kind of, sort of, because now he led us to Driscoll camp, saved Arthur's life when some guy snuck up on him at gunpoint. So he's kind of for some reason, he's pretty loyal to our camp. He's said that, we tried to let him loose, Arthur did, and he wouldn't want to go. So he's going to stay here at the camp, and we got a lot of money out of that camp. So now I have $170 in pocket, gave some to the camp teething box. We got some upgrades, and we got a couple upgrades so far, so we're going to get some more money in here soon, hopefully. So next stream, we're going to talk to Mary Linton, see what that's about, and we're going to meet up with the boys near Blackwater. So I hope you enjoyed the stream, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.